Tuesday, everybody. I want you to raise your hands if you have a to-do list that never seems to end. That when you cross one thing off, two more things get added. As soon as you can relish in the joy of finishing it all, 7 more things get added onto it. Because that is the story of my life and the story of so many of the moms that I coach. And I wanted to talk to you today about some ways to reduce the anxiety around all of that, because the fact is that the to-dos are going to keep coming. They're never going to stop. As soon as you think you've got your life organized and everything's all ready to go, it's going to all blow up in your face. As soon as you lay in bed at night and think, gosh, I got all my stuff done today, the second you wake up the next morning and you look at what you got to do, it's huge and all blown up again. So let's talk about what exactly you can do in order to kind of solve that problem and make life just a little bit easier. Because I will tell you that I lived in a state of anxiety over my to-do list for far too long. And I am finally digging my way out of it. And I want to tell you about the process or what I did in order to make it work a little better. So, in case you don't know me, my name is Rachel, and I am a mom of 6. And our life is crazy, insane, busy. Hello, Amy. Good to see you. Right now I'm actually in the car driving from dropping my girls off at gymnastics, and I had a plan all set out that I was going to go. I was going to be able to watch them do their gymnastics for an hour, and then needed to bring my son up for swimming lessons. And our house and the swimming lessons are about 45 minutes away from the gym. And about 10 minutes after them starting practice, my daughter comes out. She split her toe open on something, and I had to go run her to the doctor quick in order to make sure she didn't need stitches. So again, I had my day all planned out. I was going to have this relaxing hour where I was going to sip on my shake and watch a little gymnastics, and I ended up spending a frantic 45 minutes running her to the clinic and hoping that I was going to get back in time in order to get the kid in the back seat up to swimming lessons. And we made it. We're going to make it. But as moms, our to-do list, our lives are never our own. And I want to talk today about things that you can do in order to make life a little more manageable. So raise your hand or let me know down in the comments if day-to-day you live with anxiety about all the things that you have to do, and whether you're doing a good job, whether you're giving your kids enough, your job enough, your husband enough, or whatever. So let me know down in the comments if that's a reality. Just give me a little thumbs up if that's a reality for you, because I know that it has been a reality for me at times. Sometimes I deal with it a little better than others, but lately, and it's kind of been since school started, it's just been kind of high anxiety a lot of the time. And the reason for that is because I keep adding more and more and more and more things onto my to-do list. Some are things I want to have added on the list, and some are things that I absolutely do not want on my list, things I do not want to be doing. And so what I finally did is I took a look at all the stuff on that list, and I used to always say, I'd worry about all the stuff I had to do, but as long as I got them down on a list or got them in a calendar or knew when I was going to do it, that my anxiety would go down, because my worry was about forgetting things. My worry this fall turned into just doing it all and getting it done and doing so many things that I just wasn't enjoying. And so what I did is I finally took a list, and this is your first step, is take a look at that to-do list. Write down, get out a fresh piece of paper and write down everything that you, quote, have to do a day. Maybe you want to do it for a week. Maybe you even want to do it throughout the day. So spend your day going, I got to do this. I did this today. I got to do this. And looking at all the things that are on the list. And when you get done looking at it a day, you're going to realize that you do a ton of stuff. There is so much stuff as moms that we have to do and that we need to remember. And so what I want you to do the first time you see that list is I want you to give yourself a huge pat on the back for doing all that and handling all that stuff for your kids and your family and your job and the carpools and getting to gymnastics and now I need to bring food for this potluck and my kid needs shoes and all those things. Excuse me. Give yourself that big, huge pat on the back. Then what I want you to do is I want you to figure out some ways to get rid of all of it. No, I'm not going to ask you to take it all and throw it in the garbage and forget about the stuff you have to do, because that's going to create even more anxiety. But look at what some ways to manage it. And one of the things I realized is that what was giving me the anxiety is I had a lot of stuff on my list that I just did not enjoy doing, that I did not want to do. So get out your highlighter and highlight the stuff on that list that you absolutely hate doing. For me, that includes things like laundry, scrubbing the floor. I hate scrubbing the floor. What are some other things that I hate doing? I guess if I'm going to get really strong with the words hate, a lot of it is around cleaning, about picking up after my kids, all those kind of things. Then there's that part of the list that's like, it's stuff that I have to do that I don't really enjoy, like making the food that needs to go into our cooler every day, or now I'm like totally drawing a blank of the things I hate doing. Isn't that crazy? Maybe it is doing something that I have to do for work, is putting together these spreadsheets that I have to do for work. That might border on things that I hate doing. There are just some things I don't like doing. For my business, you guys, I'm so uncreative. Creating the graphics I have to do, or that I do for my groups and stuff, that's just not something list on my high on the list of things that I like to do. So when I take a look at one of the things that I really, really, really hate doing, and that's laundry, I want you to pick apart why it is that you hate it. Why do you hate it? Is it because you don't feel good at it? Because it's never done? Is it hard? Is it just something that takes more time than you have? Do you have like a bad vibe or a bad memory of doing it? So if I look at laundry, I will be honest, the biggest reason that I hate doing laundry is that we air dry a lot of our clothes, and I have these drying racks. And I had these two really nice sized ones. I don't know how wide they were, 2.5 feet or whatever. And I liked them, and they worked fine until they started to fall apart. And last spring, I ordered a brand new one, because one of them was like way falling apart. And so what would happen is every time I'd hang the clothes on it, the things would fall apart, and I'd have to put it back together, and I never had enough room and all that stuff. So I ordered a new one and threw out one of the old ones. Well, the new one I got is like half the size of the original one. So I was so mad. So now I've got less space to hang our clothes. Then a few weeks ago, I'm pretty sure, and I think his name is Tyler, and he's in my back seat, I think he was hanging on it, or somebody was hanging on it. So the one that we had that was like kind of falling apart, but that was still wide, is now totally falling apart. It's leaning, the things won't stay in there. And I finally on Sunday was like, why do I keep doing this? And it was because I don't have time to look for a new one that's the right size, that's what I want, that's going to last and stick around for a while. So I finally went on Amazon on Monday, and I spent 7 whole minutes looking through and figuring out the right measurements and getting a new rack that was actually going to serve my purposes. And I ordered 2 new racks. So now, like, I'm excited to do laundry because I don't have the burden of trying to get that stuff, getting a place for it to hang up. And so I've changed my I hate about laundry to something that I'm going to enjoy doing, because I have new racks, and because I've got enough space for all of the racks to go on, and it's going to be a much better experience than it was if I was doing it the old way. Maybe something that you hate to do is doing your workout. So you might say to yourself, why do I hate doing my workout? Well, maybe it's because the workout that you've been doing for 4 or 5 years is running, and you really don't enjoy running. It's something you have to make yourself do. You got to find the perfect music or TV show or whatever while you're doing it, and it's just not something you enjoy doing it. So why not change it up a little bit and come up with something that you like a little bit better, that's going to be a little bit more fun for you? Or maybe the thing that you hate doing is vacuuming the living room. A lot of things I come up with that I hate doing are cleaning related. Maybe it's because you need a new vacuum because your old one is crappy. Maybe you can have one of your kids do the vacuuming and you'll do something for them instead. There are a lot of ways that we can take the stuff that we absolutely hate doing, because those are the things that are causing us the anxiety. Because I tell you, like on the weekend, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta do laundry, and it just takes so long, and I gotta find a place to hang all this stuff up, and the thing keeps falling down, and it just is like ruining it for me. And so if we can change the things that we hate about something into things that we enjoy, it will reduce a lot of the anxiety about the to-do list things that we're doing. Now, the other big option of something that you can do is take all that stuff that you don't enjoy doing and give it to somebody else. Maybe you can hire a cleaning lady. Some weeks I make my kids fold the laundry so that I'm not having to fold it because I'm working on something different. If you hate doing meal prep, maybe you can hire somebody to do that for you if you had that luxury. Or maybe you can listen to my meal planning call that I did last week. I've posted the link down in the group, or you can watch the Facebook Live in the group and see some tips that I have in order to make it easier and quicker. There are workarounds for just about everything that you hate doing. I promise you that. So think about all the things on your list that you hate doing and try to either do less of it, try to make it easier, try to make it quicker, try to make it something that you enjoy a little bit more. On the flip side now, let's talk about all the things that you like doing on your list. Maybe you love your workout. I know one of the things that I enjoy is getting up at 5 in the morning, making my breakfast and eating it and then doing some meditation and starting my day out like that. Like, that's stuff that I love. So why don't I incorporate meditation more often in my day? Maybe I should do it before I go to bed at night. Maybe I can spend 5 minutes meditating before we jump in the car to go do our afternoon. Where in your day can you find time to do all the things that you like a little more? Maybe you love scrubbing your kitchen floor. Try to find time to do that a little more often during your week instead of just the one time a week that you have it scheduled in. Find time to do all the things that you love and enjoy, because those are going to be the things that are going to create joy and happiness in your life, and you're going to want to do even more of those things. And when you do more of the things that you love, the stuff that you hate just becomes less of a burden, less of a bother for you. So if you are struggling with figuring out how to make this to-do list something that you can manage and that you're not stressing over and hating, jump on our group coaching call that we're doing on Thursday, because you might get to be one of the lucky ones that I can do some one-on-one coaching with. I can take your schedule and help you make it more manageable. We can look at your to-do list. We can look at your workouts. We can look at all the things that you hate in your life and see how we can make them a little bit more manageable so that you can enjoy your day more, because when you enjoy your day more, you enjoy your kids more, you enjoy your life more, and you're just a happier person. So I'm going to post a link down here in the comments, and it may not be until I get to my destination, but I'm going to post that down in the comments for you so that you can get get signed up, so that you're going to get notifications about when that call is happening. It's going to be this Thursday at 11 Eastern time, 10 Central time, and jump on that call with us. And even if you are a little shy to ask a question, or maybe you're not one of the people that was in line first, you're going to learn a lot from me coaching that other mom with how to make her to-do list a little bit more manageable. It's going to be a video experience, and so you don't have to have your video on if you don't want to, but it's a nice way for us to be able to chat back and forth as a group to chat about how to make your to-do list a little bit more manageable. So I'm going to post that link down in the comments as soon as I get up to my stop sign here in a mile. And I hope you'll sign up to join us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to do these group calls probably once a month, depending on how much engagement we get and how many people want to jump on. But it's a great way to get some free coaching and get your to-do list, your schedule, your workouts, your fat loss life, whatever it is that you feel like you're missing or lacking in your life. Jump on the call, because we can improve it in a heartbeat like that. So hope to see you on the call. I'll throw that link down below. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.